I'm at the confluence of the Hoback River, which you see here flowing from the left, and the Snake River. The Snake River is obviously the larger of the two rivers. And technically, there are times during the year where you can see the difference in color in the water between the Hoback and the Snake River. It's not that evident right now because we're in early July and the spring runoff happened probably very early this year in 2026 since we didn't get a lot of snow. But it's somewhat visible, but not that visible. So it might not be, you might not see the confluence right now on the video, but with my eye, I can see a very subtle difference between the two bodies of water, but it's like very subtle. And maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Yeah, so this is the scenery here. This is Route 89. And if we go in that direction, that goes toward Jackson, Wyoming. And back this way through the canyon will take us to Alpine, Wyoming. So let's walk up a little further. My best travel friend, ChatGPT, I could also use Gemini, I could also use Claude, gave me some suggestions to maybe walk a little bit further up this bridge to maybe see a better view of the confluence. There's also a pullout on another road, not this road, the road that, so if I go back that way where that RV is going, there's actually a road that goes off to the right that follows this Hoback River. Kind of can see the difference here a little bit. Can you see it? See it a little bit more here. Let's keep walking. This road definitely gets busy. People going to Jackson, people going to Grand Teton National Park, our favorite, and of course Yellowstone. A lot of people just do a drive-by with Tetons on the main road because you can actually do that. You don't have to pay the park fee to stay on the main road and see the mountain views. You could pay the national park fee and go closer alongside the Tetons and drive. It'll take a little bit longer, so I think people that just want to do a drive-by just stick on the main road and don't worry about paying the park fee. Just totally fair. So we're here around, I don't know what time it is. I think it's probably close to 10:30 in the morning in July, so the sun is pretty high, and this might not be the best vantage point because now I don't really see any difference. Do you see any difference? Let's go forward some more. Yeah, thanks for walking with me. Virtual walk along Route 89. I'm going in the southern direction here alongside the Snake River, walking south out of Hoback. This path is really nice. Let's see. Let's try again. Still can't tell the difference. Let's go up a little bit further. Nice virtual walk. You can maybe have this on your phone when you're on the treadmill or your daily walk-in place walks. And if you don't want to listen to me, I'll make another version of this and put music over it so that you can listen to the music instead of my commentary. All right. Wow, this path does go on quite a ways. We've been to Jackson many times. Our base is Salt Lake City. It takes 5 to 7 hours for us to drive, depending on the time of year, the weather, and how many stops we make. I guess without stopping, you could do it in 4.5, but we always take longer because we like to make a lot of stops. So we've driven on this Route 89 and back there, the Hoback turn to go along the Hoback River. We've done that route once. We've done this 89 route 2 or 3 times. And I think totally we've been to Jackson about, I don't know, 10 times. One time we flew into Jackson. That was really cool. If you ever get a chance to fly in, it's the only airport in the country that's in a national park, is my understanding. And you get a great view from either side you sit on, because the plane typically it will take a U-turn before it actually lands. So at least in our case it did that. So passengers on both sides could see the Tetons. And the plane we took was from Salt Lake, and it was a pretty small plane, so there was no middle aisle. So 2 or 3 seats on each side, so it was easy to see the Teton view. However, when our flight took off from Jackson, it actually it went, I can't remember, I think it went north, but then it would have to make a U-turn. I can't remember, but I have a few videos on the channel here about the flight, the landing, and the takeoff and the Jackson airport, so you could look for that. Let's take a look back now. Here's the confluence. So my friend ChatGPT said somewhere around here probably would be the best place to see the color difference. However, again, because we're way past spring runoff season, I don't know. I mean, again, I see a subtle difference, but it's really tough. Do you see anything? Let me know in the comments. So my friend ChatGPT also told me there's a pullout right after the bridge on Route 89, which I can see up there. I opted to walk because this road, as you can see, gets very busy, and I was going to have to take a left-hand turn to get into the pullout. So I thought it's kind of nice out, so I decided to walk. And you're walking along with me, so thank you. And again, if you want the music-only version of this for your treadmill walk, you can definitely get the link from below. I'll link that video up to this somewhere, and then you can actually do that. You can actually watch that video when you're on your treadmill, having fun, right? And actually using your treadmill for what it's designed for, and not a coat rack, right? I don't have a treadmill, so if I was going to use this as a treadmill walk, I'd probably just stand in front of the TV and watch it and walk in place. Look at this beautiful place, though. I mean, I can understand why this road is so busy and why so many people want to come to this area. It's just so beautiful. And I mean, obviously, it's what attracted us here to come almost, 10 times now, I guess. We've stayed in like 2 or 3 different hotels. We've camped in 2 different campgrounds at Grand Tetons. So we've really enjoyed our time here. And every time we drive up, we always take a different route going home. And sometimes this Route 89 that you see to the right-hand side here, it's not open all year long. Like once you go into that canyon at a certain distance, they close the winter gate sometimes. So there's been a few times we've come up in the winter that we couldn't go back that way, or we couldn't even come up that way. We had to come through Pinedale. Also a very beautiful drive. Hopefully I'm not too out of breath when I'm walking and talking with you. So we're at this pullout here, and good place for me to kind of turn around. So this whole walk took about 10 minutes to go over almost the entire bridge. Ooh. Okay, so I don't see the confluence anymore. Trees are in the way. What did you think about this walk? Would you do it if you came here? I think a lot of people pass by it because they're just on their way to Jackson and they're in a rush. And why we haven't actually done it. And I haven't done it till now, after the 12th, almost 12th time of being here, 10th time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share this with your friends who are coming this way. Comment. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Like this video too. Thanks for watching Uncovering Utah and beyond here in Hoback, Wyoming, south of Jackson. Have a great day.